Luka started off the game a little shaky. His first shot was a pretty silly drive attempt where he forgot what move he actually wanted to use, and he just sort of fell over himself. But that didn't last very long. I think he actually got himself a bucket the very next possession, but honestly he just didn't look like himself today. He had some really tough shots, but ultimately he just wasn't aggressive enough. This is the playoffs. There is no tomorrow. You gotta leave it all out there or don't bother coming at all. There's talks about him dealing with the stomach bug and this and that, but if I'm the Lakers, I'm just not trying to hear all of this softness. You're either healthy enough to play or you're not. All series long, there's sort of been this question about whether or not LeBron James is going to inevitably put on one of those signature LeBron James playoff clinics, and today was the day. He was scoring with ease, even making some impossibly difficult shots and putting in a whole lot of effort defensively. And at the age of 40 years old, the Lakers don't know how many more of these elite type of playoff games he has left. And unfortunately, his team failed to emphasize on it. Because although the Lakers have LeBron James, the Timberwolves, well, they have Jaden McDaniels. And although I'm saying this somewhat comically, I like what I'm seeing from Jaden McDaniels. The glimpses we're starting to see from him last season are happening way more often. He looks comfortable out there. He's making his open looks. He's putting up contested fadeaways with like 8 seconds left on the clock. He's attacking the paint and not shying away from contact. And to make things even better for Timberwolves fans, it feels like everything's going in. Jaden McDaniels looks really, really good. Rudy Gobert, he started the game off aggressive. He had a nice little block on Dorian Finney-Smith early on, and if I'm being honest, it's so many times where he forces bad layup attempts. I could be wrong, but in that very next possession, I think he even forced Reeves to brick a layup because Austin was just so worried about Gobert sending his shot back to Africa. But unfortunately for Gobert, this run didn't last long at all. Luka just started soloing him out on defense, picking on him and scoring on him at ease. And when you have a guy that's no longer helping out on defense anymore and has no offensive bag or ability to stretch the floor, Finch was left with no choice but to take his ass out and throw in Naz Reid a lot of the time. Also, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to Minnesota Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch. When you're going against an offense as elite as Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, there's not a whole lot of room for error. And Coach Finch's defensive schemes held up just about as well as you could ask them to. And a big part of that is the personnel he has at his disposal. Unlike a small team like the Warriors, the Timberwolves are long. Real long. They sized up well, and because of that, Luka was forced to take some of those really difficult shots that we're cringing at, and he never really got into a rhythm. You gotta take what the defense gives you, and the Timberwolves didn't give Luka a whole lot of options tonight. Julius Randle. Dare I say it, he's actually having a pretty good playoff run so far. The guy's balling. He's being aggressive and getting to his spots. He's also averaging 22 points, 5 and 4 in the series. So if you're the Wolves, you gotta be proud of his production so far. Anthony Edwards, the face of the league. Ant-Man, the gift that keeps on giving. Edwards really impressed me tonight. He was super efficient and it felt like he always had things under control. He wasn't forcing anything offensively and he trusted his teammates until the very end. When you talk about a guy that has almost a delusional faith in his teammates, Anthony Edwards is who comes to mind. This guy's poured so much love and confidence into Jaden McDaniels, and it's really paying off. But don't get it twisted, Anthony Edwards also knows when it's his turn to take over and show the world why he's the next face of the league. He put up 29, 8 and 8 on 46% shooting with 2 steals, of which 17 of those points came in the second half. Also, he did this without getting to the free throw line a single time. You heard that right. He didn't get fouled at all. Yeah, if I'm the Lakers, it's about time I consider pressing that red panic button, because Anthony Edwards scored 29 points on you without getting to the free throw line once. If it's me, I'm not counting on that ever happening again. Anyways, that's what I think, but you let me know who you think is going to win game 4 down below. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those noties on. Batista signing out!